Good evening. We are here to do the live demonstration for the Realtime. My name is Heather Pierce, and I'm the director of Arkansas Court Reporting Academy. We are a nationwide online program, and we are, like I said, going to do the demonstration today. And I'm going to introduce you to our Realtime instructor, Janie Conley. She's going to go over some of the basics for the Realtime, and then at the end we will have questions where you can comment for questions, and then we will go over those and answer those to the best of our ability. Please make sure to type here and share this live Realtime demonstration, and you will be entered into drawing for a full paid Realtime scholarship, and we will announce that at the end of the demonstration. So I'm going to switch screens and introduce you to Janie Conley.
Am I on? Hey,
You're
everybody.
on.
My name is Janie Conley, and I'm going to be instructor for the Realtime. Just a little bit of background. I am certified in Arkansas as a certified court reporter. I have my national certification as a CVR, which is a certified verbatim reporter. I also have my CM, which means that I tested at higher speeds than were required. And then I'm also certified as an RVR, which is the real-time certification designation. And then our software that we use for real-time is called Eclipse. And I have tested with Eclipse, and I am an authorized trainer for Eclipse. I've been through their training process. So we're glad to have you guys along. We hope to just give you just a brief orientation about Eclipse. It's a really in-depth program, so obviously we can't hit all of the highlights tonight, but hopefully you'll be able to just kind of get a good base idea of what the real-time program can do for you.
Okay. All right, so we'll start the demonstration.
Okay, so one thing that I want to tell you real quick, and I have a little cheat sheet. I hope that's okay because I can't remember anything, and I had to have glasses. So the University of Georgia did a study that said that a court reporter, for 1 hour of audio, it takes 3.5 hours for them to produce that, takedown time to produce that. So if you figure that's 1 hour of audio, 3.5 hours of time, let's say that you can knock out just a half hour out of that 3.5 hours. So that gets you to, if we did that for 4 days a week, that would be 2 hours a week that you would save. Let's say that you, just arbitrary number here because I can't do math, but let's say that that's at $50 an hour is what you normally get. So $50 an hour times 2 hours a week, that's $100 a week. Multiply that by 52 weeks in a year. So you could potentially be saving yourself about $5,200 just in time, just saving on your editing just by using Realtime. So that's kind of a, I don't know, loosey-goosey way to look at it. But, you know, it's not hard and fast math, but anything that you can do to get down your editing time, that's money in your pocket. And obviously that's what we all want to do, is make money. So by utilizing our Realtime, we don't have to sit down and actually type everything out like maybe we had to do before. This is going to help you with a lot of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a really good computer. Our specs will be on the website, what you're going to need for that. Obviously, you're going to have your steno mask. For tonight's demonstration, I'm not going to plug this in just because I want you guys to hear what I say. Normally, of course, I would put this up to my mouth and I would talk into it, and it would be plugged into my computer. But for tonight, we're not going to do that, just so you can hear. Now with Eclipse, it's going to utilize some different shortcuts that we're going to say, some different voice codes that you're going to hear me say. And what it does is it actually utilizes Dragon. If you've ever heard of Dragon, Dragon, I would kind of say, is kind of like your meat and potatoes. And then, you know, you have Eclipse, which is kind of like your dessert, and you put them together and you have a good full meal. Eclipse is going to kind of take our speech recognition engine, which is our Dragon. The Dragon's going to feed those words in, those codes in. We're going to do some tweaks in Eclipse, and it's going to produce a beautiful transcript for us, and it's going to help us with our editing time. So that's kind of a little rundown of how it works. So if she can come stand behind me, this is what this is going to look like when you open up your program. This is actually a user that I made for teaching. I haven't really used much of it other than just in some videos that I've made for the class. So one of the things you have to do with your user is you have to train it, you have to build it up, add voice codes, things like that. I really haven't done that. So this is pretty much kind of just an out-of-the-box user. So there's probably going to be some things that's going to pop up wrong, and that's okay. Because again, I haven't really trained it like it should be, but I hope that you can see just kind of out of the box some of the good results you can get. So I'm just going to start a job here, and we're just going to call it demo. Okay, and it's going to pop up a few block boxes for me, and you should start see it typing things on my screen. It's just typing what I say. So let me start a new paragraph. Par. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, PIRC, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, PIRC. Par. Keek, what is your name? Cac, my name is Janie Condley, PIRC. Keek, where do you live? Qui, Cac, I live at 123 Main Street, PIRC. So you can see that would be some of our Q&A that we do. You know, we have to drop down different voice codes that we can use for our certificate pages, for our swear blurbs. Let me show you this. This is kind of cool. So if I have a witness on the stand and we've sworn them in and they're fixing to do their testimony, all I have to say is swear. Okay, hang on a second. Par. Swear. And you see it just dropped in my swear blurb that I would use for my witness. These are some fill in the blanks. Hang on, let me turn my mic off because it's scrolling with me. So these are some fill in the blanks that we can utilize where we'll just fill in the name one time. It's going to fill it in for all of our document. Once we get ready to produce, we can produce this to a PDF. We can produce to an ASCII, which is what a lot of our attorneys are going to want. Let me see if I can pull up a file where I have a PDF so you can see what our PDF would look like. This is just a practice here that I did. So here's our PDF, just on a practice file that I had done earlier. It's also going to give me our indexes, which if you're a working reporter and you use eTran, you won't have to use that anymore because this is going to produce a PDF for you that's going to be searchable just like an eTran is. It's also going to do it in a condensed version, which we know that a lot of our attorneys like. Let me see if I can open that for you. Well, it's not wanting to cooperate. My mouse isn't wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, so this would be a multi-page. So that would be the condensed version. So it has a lot of bells and whistles in it that I think is going to make your life a lot easier. What we intend to do with the class is we have put videos up. So once you start the class, you'll actually start watching videos, and it's going to be just kind of from beginning to end, how you can start with it, just a basic working knowledge of Eclipse to where you can get to where you can produce a transcript. I think there's about 30 something videos. They range in, you know, from even 5 or 10 minutes, just really short ones to tell you just something really quick, all the way up to about an hour each. I did that on purpose because it's hard for me to sit there and watch an hour-long video. So I thought if we did it in smaller increments, that would be better. Plus the fact that you can get into Eclipse and you can do it kind of as we're working on it, so you can kind of guide yourself through it. In addition to that, there's going to be some extra videos that we're going to be posting that's going to get kind of some more in depth. They're just going to be little extra tidbits here and there that we can learn. We're going to have some resources posted, so you're going to have some practice files that you can already start building on. some practice dictionary entries, different forms, things like that. And then we're going to have the discussion forum where we can post questions and answers for everyone. And then once a week, we'll do a Zoom meeting live, to where if you have questions, you can get online, you can ask those questions. We can kind of walk through some things together to get all of your questions answered. And then those will be recorded and saved. So if you need to go back and utilize any of those videos, you can. So that's just a really quick run through just of kind of what Eclipse is. And you know, we hope that you will join our program. There's lots of great programs out there. There's lots of great Eclipse instructors out there, and I've learned from some of the best. So we hope that you will utilize our program and let me teach you.